Let's go.
So let's keep it moving to this. The first depth chart is out, guys.
Yay.
As a player, Tyvis, if you're battling for a starting spot,
it better say or.
Are players looking at that?
It better say or.
Yeah.
If I'm battling for the starting spot and they haven't solidified who it is, it better say Denzel Ward or Tyvis Powell. That's what it better say.
Well, speaking of which, by the way, I don't know if you've spoken to Denzel. I'm assuming no. You told us. Do you think he's going to play?
I hope he does.
I mean, it's his fourth concussion.
I know, man. I know. But listen, I think, the thing about being a football player is that's just who you are. And you're a competitive guy. You know, you want to get out there and then on top of that, these are your boys that you went through camp with. You've been through ups and downs with them, so you kind of don't want to let them down. And you know, it's like, and I get people like, well, you need to be concerned about your health, but that's, it sounds crazy, but you're not thinking about that.
Not when you're 24.
Like, I'm like, I'm young, like I'm good, like I want to play this game. So if he can go, if he finds a way to clear that protocol, I definitely think he's gonna play.
How big a deal is it for you if he doesn't play in this game with this matchup in particular?
Not a big deal because it's still 16 games left. You know, as long as he
no. But it's in terms of specifically how it would affect this game.
Oh,
because
if he doesn't. Oh, okay, I got you. So if he's not playing and we got Martin Emerson, I think that it would. I mean, obviously it'd be tough on Jamar Chase and don't get me wrong, Denzel Ward is good. I'm not gonna say he's necessarily gonna shut down Jamar Chase. But having a guy that can at least be there step for step with him kind of affects maybe a quarterback think, okay, maybe it's not there. I think Martin Emerson or Greg Newell, probably be Greg Newell because he'll probably be in the slot more. Greg Newell, he's going to have to do something. I mean, Jim Schwartz is really going to have to earn his money. You got to really depend on that defensive line getting home because trying to cover Jamar Chase one-on-one is a tough ask for anybody in the NFL. So I think at that point, maybe you do a thing where you got G New, you know, playing underneath routes and you got somebody over the top. Maybe you have a Dale Pitt spot shadow and coming down, cutting routes and stuff like that. Like you just got to be creative with a guy like that.
Gee, what did you think when you saw what's that, Mike? Oh, I thought I heard you say something. What did you think when you saw the depth chart at defensive tackle?
I was like, Jordan Elliott starting?
Why is that shocking?
We thought he might be cutting.
What is this?
I don't know why
he was playing in the fourth quarter of the Hall of Fame game.
It's not shocking because to me because it's like he's been there, so he's an experienced guy. Shelby just got there. He's still learning some things. I think it's a quick rotation between the two. Like I don't think it might say that, you know, Shelby is not the quote-unquote second starter, but he's going to be in there rotating a lot. So I think the way that Jim Schwartz is running that is that it doesn't really matter. They're going to continue to rotate those guys. At that, especially at that second tackle's position.
He got a quick hook.
Gee, real quick.
I mean, he definitely does because, I mean, Harris is the guy, but I'm just saying, I think for a guy that understands the defense and understands everything, I don't think Shelby got everything down yet. Yeah. So, you can't just
hold on, real quick.
Is Ika? Where's
Hold
Ika?
on, one sec. Ika's listed at DT5, but Denzel Ward says he is practicing today.
There you go.
Very important.
That means he's going to play.
I try to told you.
It's not like it's a knee injury or something.
But it is the fact he's back on the field.
Browns, obviously.
Is good. Ika was listed as the 5th defensive tackle.
He's on the defensive tackle. He's the first string tackle on goal line.
Who? Ika?
Yeah, he's goal line. He's short yardage. He's on the jumbo package.
He gonna see some time for sure though.
Yeah, he can play. Like Hurts gonna play. And Jordan
Hurts should definitely be in that rotation. They shouldn't. Well, I mean,
are we sure he's gonna be? They're not gonna have 5 D tackles active on game day, are they?
And Shelby Harris might need to get in shape.
Maybe Shelby Harris is not active for the first game.
Maybe he need to get in shape. I mean, that's
what I'm saying. It's a lot. He just got
there, and he wasn't on a roster.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I'm going hard. Like it's just.
How did he do in that game? The last.
I thought he played pretty well, man.
He
made a couple plays.
Okay.
I thought he played well.
If you simplify for him, he can go out there and play.
Because Lord knows I've been trying to get Elliott up out of here.
Yeah, we know. We know. Out of here.
Like
he's not out yet.
No disrespect.
He got a quick hook.
No disrespect. But, I mean, I ain't never seen him make no plays. Like never.
No.
He about to prove.
By the way, funny line. Before we get, I want to get back to Ward here in a second. But funny line from Trevor Lawrence. He was asked what a successful season would look like for the number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young. He laughed and said, maybe asking the wrong guy. Hopefully it goes a little better for him.
Right.
Good. Wait, that was funny. Denzel Ward practicing, I think it's a pretty big deal.
No, it is because
he's going. I mean,
what's today,
I assume he's going to play now.
Yeah, because I think you got up till Friday. If you don't practice by Friday,
Right.
like you can't play. So
Right.
if he's going today, it's good that he's going today and at least going through the motions, because there's nothing worse than sitting out and then practicing that Friday and trying to play in the game because your body's not used to it. You got to rev it back up. So it's big that he gets today, tomorrow, and then that fast Friday just to go through the motions so he can be ready for Sunday.
I can't remember now.
I know that gnat killing me too.
Yeah, there's a gnat here. Refresh me. Maybe you know. Can you practice? Like, we don't know how much he's going to practice. Maybe he's just doing some individual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could he practice individual drills even before he's cleared from concussion protocol, or can you not practice at all?
No, you can't do nothing.
You can't do anything.
No, yeah.
So that means
they
must
don't mess around. That concussion stuff.
So,
you got to clear you got to pass the test to get out.
Part of the test is like you got to do conditioning.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the fact that he even if he does limited practice today, he's still on track to play. Again, it's not like he's coming off a muscle injury or something like that. It's concussion. If he's cleared, I don't see why he wouldn't
You have
play.
to be symptom-free throughout a battery of tests.
It's like you got to be good for 48 hours. Is it 40 or 72 hours before the game before you play? Something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was 72.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, either way, the
double-check.
fact that he's practicing today is a great sign. It means he's most likely going to play in this game, and that's good news for the Browns because really he was the only player that you were concerned about injury-wise, right? We talked about that,
Jerome Ford,
show the linebacker depth chart there for a second,
Oh,
Mike.
yeah, Jerome Ford is practicing. He practiced last
Oh, yeah,
week.
Jerome Ford. Yeah, Jerome Ford's been practicing.
He's been
since last
practicing
week.
it. I think all expectations are that he'll play.
Yeah, I don't think the Browns are going to have any, unhealthy scratches.
And that's crazy because I thought that Taki might not be a guy that was going to play because he was injured later than everybody.
He got hurt in October.
But it looks like he's going to be ready to go. And he, JOK.
It's the new medicine.
Walker.
New medicine nowadays. They back
Anthony Walker
faster.
Jr.
What's that?
Anthony Walker.
I don't know why. Did you ever say a name?
And it doesn't sound right?
And it sounds wrong in your brain. Like Anthony Walker just wasn't sounding right. It's like that's not his name. It's
Because
something
you
else.
got to throw the junior at the end.
Maybe that's it.
Anthony
It just
Walker
sounded
is
wrong
his
in my
dad.
head there for a second. Very bizarre. And JOK, all listed on the depth chart. So
I'm excited for JOK, man.
This is as healthy as the Browns have ever been, I think, coming out of camp.
I don't know how much we're going to see JOK because it's going to be a lot of 11 personnel. 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers, 11 personnel. So a lot of nickel.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, but he is the only healthy one out of the 3. So I would.
Wait, Ty, I gotta stop and ask this question though. You think of those 3, Walker, Taki, and JOK, that there's a world where JOK plays fewer snaps than those 2? I feel like he's almost penciled in to play the most.
See, that's what I was about to say.
Why would he play the most? He was the worst of them.
No, because he's
Tyvis,
the most healthy. Like he got the most.
Yeah, well, that meant from that perspective.
Yeah, like
I thought Mikey was saying it as if he's the best.
No, that's not what he was saying. No, he was saying due to the other 2 coming off injuries and not being able to play in preseason, he's the most up to date with game speed and stuff like that.
I think he'll have a pretty good year.
No, I think you know why he gonna have a good year? Steve, let me see the camera.
Boy.
Because DeQuell Jackson worked with him during OTAs, and if he don't, I got DeQuell Jackson's number personally, and I will give him a phone call and tell him that coaching is not in his future if he can't fix JOK.
Hey, for the record, DQ doesn't want to get into coaching. He wants to get in the front office.
Whatever.
And for the record, DQ, I see you out there. Hey, man, stay safe doing these speed, but these little sea dudes.
Was he on a boat or something?
He was on
vacation.
Yeah, I've seen him on IG.
Hey, you know his kid? DQ's kid has 100,000 Instagram followers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cute kid.
Must be nice.
all
Training
right,
young.
so-
NIL young.
Let's move on from the depth chart to 32 for 32. It's our last one.